Hey there, I am Chris Palmer with ChrisPalmerMarketing.com, and in today's video, I'd love to share with you 2 ways that you can find the most authoritative, niche-specific citations and directories that your leading competition has. Now, I don't want to waste any time. I'm going to show you 2 methods to do this. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So, the very first thing that I want to share with you is ChrisPalmerMarketing.com. Anything, consulting, services, whatever I can help you with, I would love to do that. But let's go ahead and get into the information. So first and foremost, we have to start with what keyword do you want to rank for? All right, so in order to know who the leading competition is, we need to know the keywords or the services that you provide. And then you need to initiate a search. So let's do that together. Let's say I wanted to rank for car accident lawyer, New Orleans. So what I'm looking for are the leading competitors. You can take 1, 2, and 3 that are in the map pack, and I would take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as long as it's not a directory, right? Like law.com is a directory. As long as it's not a directory, take the 5 that are the top organic. You're going to do this for each and every service. All right, so we're going to look up the primary keywords or primary services, but every service, every keyword that you want to win, if it's your local business, we need to do this search for. All right, so we need to see, hey, what do the top people have? And let's take a look together. So we started with that search. All right, now we've figured out that, okay, here they are inside of the map pack. We'll look them up. The next one is, well, this guy's or this business is ranking at the top organically. So here's what you'll want to do. We want to keep the primary keyword, but this time let's just put their name. In this instance, it's Morris Bart. Now what we're looking for is we need to grab their address and also their phone number. Now, if they don't have a GMB or a Google Business Profile, highly unlikely, but if for some reason they don't, you can still go to their website, maybe contact or about us, and grab their address. Just because they don't have a Google My Business does not mean that they will not have citations and directories built, especially if they're ranking towards the top of Google. All right. So again, I want to make it hyper clear that each keyword, each SERP, all right, you need to gather up the leading competition so you can run the searches. All right, very important to get the top performers. But I'm just going to do this one example with you now. All right, so what we want to do is we want to grab this address. All right, and what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put this into the search bar. Now, we don't only just want that particular element, we also want the phone number. All right, so once you have the URL, or I'm sorry, the address and the phone number, what you want to type is all in text, colon, and then you want to put quotes around the address and quotes around the phone number. Let me show you. So all in text, colon, then I have the address, start the colon or the quote, and then at the end of where the zip code is, put another quote, and then at the start of the phone number, you put a quote, and at the end of the phone number, put another quote. So now we have all in text, colon, phone number in quotes, then we have, or I'm sorry, the address in quotes, and then the phone number in quotes. Then we press enter. When we press enter, we can see that we have 5 results. You will want to take a look and either jot these down, the sites themselves, and put that into a notepad. So for instance, this is what I would start doing. All right. We're looking, again, these are the ones that are ranking specifically based on the keyword and the business that we're looking for. So these are the most authoritative. All right. And that's why this is worth doing. So we're taking a look. It's not 35, right? Kev's Best. You would probably want to take the URL down. I'm just showing you this as an example. Now, we've made out our list. Now let's take a look. Let's take away the phone number, okay? And we have all in text, and we're just going to search for the address, okay? Now that we can see this, Google is associating the brand to this address, so we're on the right track. And now we have a citation, or directory, citation. This actually looks like a press release, but neither here nor there. Citation, video. So video citation. All right, note this stuff down. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the point of this. Hey, How are they doing it? What do they have that we don't? Why are they winning and you're not? That's what we're trying to, what's the deficit, right? You're with me so far? Awesome. All right. Now, if you want to get even crazier and you want even more results, but you'll have to skim through it a little bit more, just go ahead and put this address in there. All right. In quotes. All right. You'll get more results. See, 13. Well, you got one more extra. All right. So that's the first way of doing this. Now, there's a few caveats. If you really want to nitpick and really get as many as possible, let me share with you another little tactic. All right. So if we come over here. All right. Now I started creating this as an example for you. All right. If you take a look at this, we have the all in text, and then I started making different variants of the address. This is the same business owner. This is their address, but I made some changes within the address. And why would we do this? Well, first and foremost, we want to pull as many results as possible. But the second reason is some directory sites and some citation sites, they showcase the address and the information in different ways. So some of the ways that they'll do it, this is the main way. So 601, here it is with floor 24. This is pulled directly from Google, right? It's from GMB, Google Business Profile. But then I added here, instead of ST, I added street. Instead of street, I put ST, and instead of writing floor, I wrote FL. Okay, now on this one, we did that variant. We did the FL and street like this, but see how I added the rest of the zip code? And then on this one, I did the same variant. I put floor, and then I appended the piece with the zip code. All right, is this making sense? I hope so. All right, so this is how you can find niche specific and directory specific based on your competition. Who's beating you? Like, what do they have that's most authoritative? This is how you hunt it down and find it. All right, so that's the first mode of doing this. A lot of work, right? Well, what I want to share with you, secondly, is a much faster way of doing this. And how this is done is with a tool called Scrapebox. All right, so inside of Scrapebox, this is a standalone tool. All right, but what's great about this tool is it'll take care of all that work for us and gather everything up for us without us having to do the work. And on top of that, it'll go out there and it'll run all the different variants instead of one by one. What I mean by variants is, you saw how we had this list. We can run this entire list all at once, right? And let me share with you inside of Scrapebox how you would do this. And what makes this even more powerful is, instead of only adding one competitor, for instance, let's say, I'm not going to go out and gather it just because the video will get too long, but let's say that we created these different variants for one competitor, two competitors, three competitors, right? What if you got all 5 of your top leading competitors plus the 3 competitors that are in the map pack, right? The top 3, if you're not there already. So we would have 5, 6, 7, 8 competitors, all their information with all the different address variants in a list, all in one list. We would take this list, all right, and I'll share with you what you would have to do. So all you would need to do then, once you had all 8 competitors, the 3 out of the map pack, 5 from organic, put it all in the one list. If you have Scrapebox, you would copy that entire list, go on over to Scrapebox, open it up, come up here, you have platforms, and then you have custom footprint. Take a look at this. Add this in here. Well, you could add it there, or better yet, take your list and add it here. Okay, put this in here. Because if you put it here and then hit it, it'll just add it to the keywords if that's all that there is. That's another talk for another video. But if I put it here, it would just add it here. All right, but you can search for specific pieces then. Like, you could break out just the phone number or just the zip code. You could get bananas with this, but I just want to show you the easiest, fastest way. All right, so if you just take this and put it inside of here, all right, what we'll then do is you just hit this button, scrape. Hit this button here, start harvesting. And then, because we're only looking for this one business, go over, you could do Google, Yahoo, we could look at Bing, and we could look at Ask. And then what you'll do is you'll hit start. It'll run, and it's looking for each of these variants. Now again, think of how powerful this could be if you were looking for all 8 of your competitors of every single variant. So now you're getting the most authoritative from all the major search engines from your leading 8 competitors, the 3 in the map pack and the 5 in organic. And this is how you do it. Once you have your list here, here's the total that it found, 32, 48, 15. This is about right of what I found manually. 13 and 4. So what you want to do is you want to just X this out, and there'll be a list right here in the harvester. It'll just show up. Don't worry. It'll just show up. Watch. So you hit the X. There's the list. Once you have the list, some of it could be replicated, right? Because I'm sure the most authoritative cross across each of the search engines, I'm sure, right? So what we'll want to do here is we want to actually trim this list, or better yet, remove duplicate URLs. So now we've got not domains, but the URL. So if it's exactly the same, clean it out. Now we have a list here that has that name, address, phone number, those details in it. And now we have a list of the most authoritative directory and citation sources that our top competitors have. My name is Chris Palmer with Chris Palmer Marketing. If there's anything that I could ever help you with, right? Whether it's service, consulting, or maybe you just want to learn more about SEO and how you can start ranking. I have a mastermind for that. Please reach out. If you have another question, if it's something simple and it's something easy and it doesn't require a bunch of attention, ask in the section below. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm very happy to help you out. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next How to Hunt Down and Find Your Leading Competition's Most Authoritative Citations and Directories video. Have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.